So, we know that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, searching for himself from the standpoint of Srimati Radhika. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita that the mood in which Radhika was when, after Krishna had left Vrindavan for Mathura, Uddhava came and they met in Uddhavchari next to Nandagaon. That mood of Prem Unmad, madness of love. This was the mood of Mahaprabhu Ratri Dine, day and night. He was always absorbed in this mood, day and night. It means in his heart, it was not the bhav of Krishna which was there. It was the bhav of Srimati Radhika. He even said, this body, only belongs to Nanda Nanda. Nobody else can touch it. Means he fully identified as Srimati Radhika. In other words, he is Krishna who has forgotten that he is Krishna, and now he sings, I am Radha. And in the mood of Radha, he tries to understand himself. Like Śrīla Maharaj explained this in such a wonderful way, most amazing way. The positive looking for himself from the position of the negative, in his terminology, special dialectics of Śrīla Maharaj. The positive Krishna is trying to understand himself from the point of view of the negative, means Srimati Radhika. And when he is in that mood, one day, all those moods of love of Radha for Krishna, they were churned in his heart. And then it says the verses of Sri Shastakam, they came flowing from his mouth like lava is coming from a volcano. Therefore Śrīla Maharaj has called him the golden volcano of divine love. I mean, who else could find such image except such a kavi as Śrīla Maharaj, such a poet? The golden volcano of divine love, but not lava coming out, verses of Sri Shastakam one by one. All this ecstasy, like if you look inside the volcano, you can see on documentary. Inside the volcano you have lava coming up, bubbling up and down and flowing and making whirlpools and sometimes it just goes up and down, and when it's real volcano then you have better to go away because it can flood the whole place. They even have volcano under the sea. They say they are the worst, even the most powerful. So in the heart of Mahaprabhu, all those moods of Radhika for Krishna, all these different nuances, premaras, niryas of Radhika, they are in the heart of Mahaprabhu towards Krishna. That's why he said, like a golden volcano, they're coming out. And he's sharing with us, because Mahaprabhu is Premaras Lilas Korite Ashvaran, Ragamarga Bhakti Kode Korite Pracharan. Rasika Shekar Krishna. Krishna is Rasik Shekar. He wants to release all the subtleties of Prem. But he's Paramakarun. Not only is for himself, Paramakarun means supremely merciful, infinitely merciful. And therefore he wants to share with others. And to share with others, he is teaching the path of Ragamarga. When we come to that level, we can enter into that world. Before that, like Maharaj was speaking yesterday, Pujala Ragapata Gaurava Bhange. From below Pujala Ragapata, we offer puja to that path of Ragamarga. When love has become spontaneous, on a neophyte level, I don't know about you, great soul, I'm speaking for myself. On our neophyte levels, we have to follow all those vidis, because our mind is still rebellious. The mind still wants to go here and there. So you have to fix the mind by vidi. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur is promising one whose mind is fixed like a rock in Vedic Bhakti, then the name, the holy name will give the jewel of independence. Svarat Trinity. And what will happen? You will be able to enter into Raganuga, Raganuga Pravesh. But first we have to qualify as Vedic Bhaktans. And then Raganuga Bhakti is like the graduate course. Sadhana has two parts, Vedi and Raganuga. So if you come to Bhakti and right from the beginning you are spontaneously serving, that means in previous births you had samskars and now they allow you right now to right away. If not, if you start like everyone else, then you have to follow the path of Bhakti with Raganuga Pravritti, with aspiration to enter Raganuga. In other words, the Raganuga, the Vedic Bhakti of the Gaudyas is not the Vedic Bhakti of the Ramanujas, the Tattvavadis of Madhva. It is the beginning practice of Raganuga. It is bringing to Raganuga. But it is Vedic. So we should not imitate. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur is warning us. No, if you have no adhikara naloibe. No, if you don't have adhikar, don't start to meditate on your spiritual body. Like the Sahaja here in Radhakund, they want to give you right away your Siddha Pranali. But Saraswati Thakur said, our Siddha Pranali is what? Trinadapi Sunichena, Taroriva Saishnuna, Amanina Manadina, Kirtanya Sadahari. When you come to that, this is the beginning path of perfection. But giving Ekadas Bhav, the 11 characteristics of the soul, to a new person, this is completely useless. If I tell you, oh, you are 12 years old, and your sari is red, and then you live in Yavat, and your husband's name is Govardhan, and I give you 11 things like that, what will you do with it? Nothing. You don't have the adhikar to digest. And what will happen? Your serving tendency, seva vritti, will turn back into bhoga vritti, enjoying tendency. We should understand, when you get this siddhadeya, svarup siddhi, means you've reached perfection. Siddhi, svarup siddhi, means your heart is completely clean of any desire for personal enjoyment. There's nothing left there. No separate interest, no provincial interest, in the words of Śrīla Bhaktivedanta Maharaj. But the path to go to that is a Shikshastakam. And in his Bhajan Rahasya, Thakur Bhaktivinoda, he has shared with us his realizations. When he wrote Harinam Chintamani, he said, I want to write a book that everybody in Bengal, even simple housewives, they can understand in simple Bengali language. No Sanskrit verses like in Shastra. Simple Bengali payars, and you can even learn it and sing it as you doing your homework. Simple Bengali. But he said, I will produce another book later with all the verses for every point. So Harinam Chintamani is a small book, and the appendix is like this. Very funny. You have a small book like this, and the appendix, usually book is like this, appendix is like that. This is the opposite. The book is small and the appendix is very big. Because he has revealed all the secrets of bhajan, bhajan rahasya. Rahasya means secret. And he shares with us that in his bhajan he has realized every verse of Shikshastakam corresponds to a level of bhakti, corresponds to a pair of the Mahamantra, and corresponds to one of the Astakariya Lila, one of the Lilas during the day. The four together. Verse of Shikshastakam, level of bhakti, pair of the Hare Krishna mantra, and one lila. And he has built his Bhajan Rahasya in 8 chapters, just like 8 verses of Shikshastakam, Astakam, 8. So each one is coming with so many prayers, just like now we sing in or during Kartika those prayers, we read the verse of Shikshastakam and then Bhaktivinoda Thakur has paraphrased it. He has unpacked the verse and put all the contents on the table so we can read it and get absorbed in those moods. Oh, this is what the verse means. So I was mentioning the other day, Śrīla Narayan Maharaj, my sannyas guru, he was saying, when you chant your rounds, divide them into 4. First 4 rounds, meditate on your Gurudev. Visualize your Gurudev or look at the picture and feel yourself in his presence. And chant at his lotus feet. He's looking at you, you're looking at him, and there is this link. And in the next 4 rounds, meditate on the verse of Shikshastakam corresponding to your level. So first verse corresponds to Shraddha, faith. And we know as neophyte, Kanishta Adhikaris, our faith is Komala Shraddha, weak, pliable, soft, like a blade of grass, doesn't resist, like that. So to reinforce our faith, we are told meditate for 4 rounds on this first verse. Because this first verse gives the 7 wonderful effects of the holy name. Why we should chant? 7 good reasons. I was the other day comparing this to an advertisement board. Any businessman is looking propaganda. Any business, a big part of the budget is to advertise. Why you should buy my product? Why should anyone buy my product? Right? Everywhere we go on the street, so many reasons, buy this, buy that, so many benefits, and on the packet, this additional value, plus, why you should buy. So Mahaprabhu advertising in the first verse of Shikshastakam, 7 wonderful reasons why we should chant the holy name. And then, once we're convinced, then we go to next verse. Like Śrīla Maharaj is saying, the feast is served. Wonderful preparations. No fee. Nothing to pay. You can come and eat up to here. But I am so unfortunate, I have no appetite. Yajani nanuraga. I am so unfortunate because of my offenses in the past or in the present when I sing. I have no taste for the holy name. You made it so easy. You have so many names. You gave no rules and regulation. Any place, any time. Even laying down, you can chant the holy name. Even when you take your shower, you can be singing. You're doing your cooking, you're nursing your baby. Whatever you do, you put your makeup, you dress, you run. Anything you do, you can chant. No rules. But I have no taste. And once you have crossed above this hurdle, this big obstacle, then you come to the 3rd verse. Actually, and Saraswati Thakur has said, Mahaprabhu has written this 3rd verse to tell us in which mood we should chant. Only for this reason. How we should chant, not thinking, I'm a good devotee, I can chant, I am good, I am advanced. No. Trinadapi sunichina, I am more insignificant than the blade of grass. When we go in Parikram, I was coming back today, thinking of that verse, the grass on the floor, and I'm thinking, I am so far from realizing this. Grass is trampled, doesn't say anything, it's insignificant, and we should think ourselves like that. More insignificant than the blade of grass. Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, actually, the blade of grass, if you trample on it, it will not resist. But my mentality, I will resist. Therefore, I am less. And also, from the scientific point of view, the blade of grass is like this, or bigger, but I am the tip of a hair cut in 100, and that 100 in 100. So even scientifically, I am less than a blade of grass. You cannot even see me with a naked eye. You need microscope. I mean, if a microscope could see the soul. But the blade of grass, you see it. So scientifically, I am more insignificant than the blade of grass because I'm so small. I can't even be seen, right? And then tolerant like a tree. And Bhaktivinoda is developing. All the tolerance should be. No. And why we are not tolerant? Because we are not humble. They come, those verses, those names, they come in a particular order. First become humble. When you become humble, you can tolerate. If you're not humble, you cannot tolerate. Somebody comes, you try to be humble, but they push you on your buttons. If they attack you, don't you know who I am? I'll break your nose, I'll break your leg. Force go like a snake, shh, immediately ready to strike. But if you have a low, it's not low self-esteem, it's not psychological thinking, oh, I'm not good enough. This is psychology. No, this is not, humility. I am ordinary, I have no special quality, I'm nobody special, I have nothing to be proud of. No, my past is full of shame. I have done so many shameful activities. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is singing. No, what is my condition? Oh, Maharaj says this is awesome. Gopinath, no. Sadakamarata, my mind is always attacked by lust. The 6 enemies are always catching me, dragging me. So, what is my condition? Very, very miserable. Not anything to be proud of. No. So I should be tolerant. And therefore, I should respect everyone, give proper respect to everyone according to their position, and not expect in return any respect. Amanina mana, every morning we sing, every evening, twice a day we sing. Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya. Give me the power to give respect to everyone. And then what will happen? I will be able to sing the holy name without offense very happily. So we can understand, more or less, Kanishta Adhikari, we chant Namaparad. When you come to Madhyam, you chant Namabhas. This is a clearing stage, very purifying stage. And when you come to Uttam, you chant Shuddhana. So more or less it's like that. We praying to get out of Kanishta Adhikar, to come to Madhyam, and then in Madhyam when our face is Nishta, Bhakti Bhavati Naishtiki, cannot move, unmovable face, then we can start to chant purely. Without offense. 10 offenses are there. Maharaj was reading before yesterday, such a nice description, each offense. And the last one is difficult, not to become free from this bodily conception. Aham mameti, this is me, anything connected to this is mine. This is very difficult. And not to develop any attraction to the name and still be attracted to other paths like karma, jnana or yoga. Then it is karma mishra bhakti, jnana mishra bhakti, yoga mishra bhakti. Mishmash, khichdi mix. So we want to chant pure name, but that will come by gradual purification. All the acharyas of the past, they have taken Shikshastakam as their padati, Nam padati, the guide to chant the holy name. How to chant. All the sadhus in the past, they took Shikshastakam and systematically they worked their way gradually, until they came to Nam Siddhi, Mantra Siddhi, perfection of chanting. So, Rupa Goswami is telling us, my dear friends, I know you have jaundice, you have material jaundice of Maya, and then therefore the holy name, which is Madhuram Madhure Pyopi, the sweetest of the sweetest, just like when you have jaundice, sugar becomes bitter because of the liver being affected, then now you chant but you have no taste because you have spiritual jaundice. But if you keep on taking the holy name, you will get cured and the holy name will become tasty. Like Maharaj so humbly says, oh, I have no taste, I have no ruchi. We pray, no, Arinam ruchi diya, aparadak no kshama koro, no. Aparadak guchaya, Arinam ruchi diya, give me taste, forgive my offenses. No, that we can come to taste. This is very important, because when you have taste, then really you can say Nadanam, Najanam, Nasundarim, because you're tasting so much, the taste of the holiness, the taste of bhakti, that really no more interest in anything material. Before that, we offer lip service. We say Nadanam, we repeat it. But are we ready to say, no, Nadanam, Najanam, Nasundarim, Kavitam, no liberation, no beautiful wife, no nice husband, no followers, no money, no wealth, nothing? We believe, it's an act of faith, but when we come to Ruchi, really we can say it. What to speak of the higher stages? No. Ainanda Tanuja, this is the level of Asakti. And then Govinda Viraha, separation from Govinda, this is the stage of Bhav. And the last verse is the state of Prem. We don't even sing. We were singing all the others up to there. No, Kikori, Kikori. But really, are we on that level to sing Kikori, Kikori? Oh, what can I do? Where can I go to see Krishna? We sing it with faith, because we want to develop that mood. Śrīla Maharaj gave an example of a person afflicted by dysentery. And then all the doctors gave up on his case, but his wife said, no, I want to get my husband cured. She found an old Kaviraj, Ayurvedic doctor, and he said, give him ghee to drink. And she said, ghee, but even water he cannot keep. So yeah, but ghee will make like a greasy film on his intestines and his stomach, and then he can keep food, solid food. But first you give him ghee. So Maharaj was saying, we suffer from spiritual dysentery. Means we hear something, it goes from that ear. We sing something, we don't keep it in our heart, it goes. We give the example of 3 kinds of dolls. Somebody was going to the market and he saw somebody selling dolls. They look exactly the same. One is 50 rupees, one is 500, one is 5,000. So he's asking, but they look the same. Why? Oh, this one, this doll. Whatever you tell it, it enters her ear, goes from the other ear. 50 rupees. And this other one, oh, that one. Whatever you say, she can repeat. 500 rupees. And the other one, oh, that other doll, 5,000. Everything you say, it goes into her heart, she realizes it, and then she speaks it. Therefore, 5,000. So my dear friend, the question that we have to ask ourselves, what kind of doll do I want to be? And we all agree to be a 50 rupee doll is not acceptable. This is below our dignity. We cannot remain 50 rupee dolls. We hear, enter one here, out of the other one. This is not acceptable. At least we want to be 500 rupee doll, that what we hear, we are able to repeat it. And we pray, Kabe Abe Bolo Sedi Namar, when will come the day where I will be able to hear something, keep it in my heart, digest this, manana, and like to see the cows. They eat something, it goes into their pocket and it comes back in their mouth, and they're digesting, they're chewing the cud, it's called. So in the Vedic system, it is also prescribed like this. You hear the knowledge, then you ruminate. Like Śrīla Maharaj says, I don't want a big crowd, I just want to be with a few group of people, take a verse, examine it, meditate, go deep into it, and share together. This is what we're supposed to do. Not that we know, we hear something, oh no, I know. Actually, Mahatma Gandhi, I don't know if he was a Mahatma, Gandhi, no. He said, this is the difference between the Indians and the Westerners. The Westerners, they think, I have read something, now I know. But in India, you know, no, this is just Gyan. You just got the information, the data. No, you have to go from Gyan to Vigyan, from knowledge to realization. Otherwise, it's just information. But this path is not just to transmit knowledge. This knowledge is to be lived from within. No, it's not knowledge for information, it's knowledge for transformation. This knowledge should transform you. Therefore we said Divya Gyan, it's higher than me. It has the power to transform my consciousness. Therefore we worship it. We said Divya Gyan, and we pray, oh, let this Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashit. By initiation, Gurudev, you gave me mantra, and with that mantra you gave knowledge. But please let that knowledge prakat, manifest in my heart, just like today's Manasi Ganga prakat, the appearance of no. So let this knowledge really appear in my heart. And we sing, Gurudev, you put that knowledge, let it manifest. So all this is coming by the singing of the holy name along the verses of Shikshastakam. Go Premanand, Shakapatariya Sakripa Sindhubhya Hilacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah.
Okay, time now. What time?
8:30.